Wow. It's like proper leather. Oh, nice pull.
Nice sound. But this is so silent. I'm not getting that feedback. I don't know how fast I'm going till I look at the speedo. Dynamic. That's
Dynamic
the best.
is the sportier one.
Sportier one. Anything to do with suspension? Nothing.
No. It doesn't have any
Adaptive suspension or anything. So that's the only
suspension.
Okay. And can I put it in manual mode?
Yeah, you can just push it to the left, or you can use the paddles.
Okay, but this also works, no?
So it doesn't shift. Paddle shift.
Yeah. It's holding.
It is in
again.
manual. It holds till 6,500 RPM.
Oh.
Okay.
And there's no compromise in the visibility.
Yeah,
Side visibility.
all-round visibility is
You said it's 170 mm, right? Ground
Yes.
clearance.
Which is decent.
Yeah, decent.
Earlier A6 was quite low on the ground clearance.
Mm-hmm.
As there was a air suspension to lift the car. That used to come at 162, 163.
Okay.
As this is on a heavy duty comfort suspension,
Okay.
they have made it a higher ground clearance.
Yeah, it should be more practical.
And also this is on a 19-inch rims.
Okay.
Usually if you look at a 19-inch rim sedan,
Mm-hmm.
it will be more rough on this road.
Right.
Okay.
Complete road surface get felt inside the car.
Correct.
But here
And
it is very composed.
When you
calm.
change the drive modes, is it just the engine transmission or anything else that's changing?
Engine transmission and the steering gets additional weight.
Okay.
In
Can
the
you
car.
configure that?
Yeah, there is also an individual mode.
Acha. Okay. There is some pull, but not as mad as the AMG.
And no, అది నడిపింది డీజిల్ కదా. Diesel torque is always.
No, all petrol mostly. Except 530D, everything else I drove is petrol. Anyway, it's not comparable car. You don't get this much of like speed.
Yeah, the interiors are not so good.
I mean, even in this bad stretch, I could feel everything in that car here, and the suspension is very good. Okay. Stable.
Air suspension.
Yeah. Raj, you okay back there?
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have given you a warning. Steering feels light though. That's the only concern. Even
Audi
at
is like that. Steering
it's not getting hard when we. This is a front wheel drive, no?
Yeah, it's a
Oh, so the front was moving. I can see that. How was the RS7 here?
it was giving goosebumps for everyone.
You see the tread tire mark here? That was
Yeah.
the 530D. Congratulations on your delivery.
Thank you.
Q5
That was black.
thumbnail. Shriman, welcome to reality of Nexon EV.
నేను అదే అనబోతున్నా.
So what's your next car?
షెల్టర్స్ పెట్టేసుకుంటే
డబ్బులు
సెటిల్ అయిపోవచ్చు.
మిగులుతాయి, అపార్ట్మెంట్ కొనుక్కోవచ్చు, మిగిలిన డబ్బులతో బైక్ కూడా కొనుక్కోవచ్చు ఇంకోటి వాడితే.
ఐ లైక్ దట్ క్లారిఫికేషన్. వాడితే
మస్ట్.
ఎక్కడ కొంటారా ఇవి? అవన్నీ ఒక కార్టన్ కొనుక్కొని
సో
పెట్టుకోవాలి.
క్యూమార్ట్ లో షాపింగ్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడల్లా ఐ బై ఆల్కహాల్ 2 big 1 liter డబ్బాస్.
సో డిడ్ యూ లైక్ ఇట్?
I like the A6 for the.
మళ్ళీ రెండు సార్లు.
I don't want to reveal the options. It will be too.
No, don't say the options. Only the brands.
So
The options people will guess.
they already are guessing. Too smart. Beamers are fun to drive. Merc, I rode a fun Merc to drive. An AMG.
So problem is when you drive a fun Merc, you'll miss the class. And
You go one step below.
Yeah.
So and then in Audi, I drove one step higher for luxury and comfort. So the pricing was almost there. So 50 to 70 lakhs is a very busy. It's like 10 to 20 lakhs for SUVs in Seltos,
like,
Creta, Safari. You get so Harrier, so many cars. Shoppers.
పంపిస్తారా మరి
Yes, sir.
నేను బుకింగ్ అయిందా
You booking there?
Yes.
This me, no.
సరే
Lovely color though. ఇది కొనాలంటే ఎన్ని అమ్మాలి?
మనందరం అమ్ముకోవాలి ఫస్ట్.
వాడిని నమ్మితే వస్తాయి. So he built this engine by hand.
One man, one engine concept. I wish we had Pranav to explain.
Lars Faiden.
ఫోన్ చేయరా వాడికి. సరే అయితే అని చెప్పి.
All the cars you saw there are not the cars that we would be looking to buy. Some of them were just fancy and aspirational to hear and buy and also maybe drive. When me and Shriman drove the 330i Sport, the first car, I love the exhaust sound, I love the engine sound, the performance, the dynamics. In fact, it was a used car. If it was a new car, I would have booked, and if I had everything ready, I would have just taken it blindly. I was so excited to be in that car. And to put it in short, I just love the car. I fell in love like I did with my first proper big bike, the Street Win. So high chances it could be the 330i. Then after that, I checked out few used cars like 530d. It was one of the best drives I had in terms of everything. So it is fun to drive. There is 600 Nm or 620 Nm of torque. That's the only car in the test drive where when I turned off traction control, the rear slid and the tire marks were still on the road after 2 days. So that was luxurious fun. Then I drove A35. That's an AMG, and boy, it sounded so good. It's an A-class, so it was much lower to the ground. I think 135 mm of ground clearance, so it would scrape everywhere, or at least in my colony, when I come out of it, it will definitely scrape. So that was ruled out, but the drive in the straight line and the sound is orgasmic. Boy, can't tell in words. Then I drove a GLA 35. The car wasn't in the perfect condition, but the feel was similar to A35. It just sits taller, so much more practical, and I think that's a car I could live with. Only problem is, compared to the 3 Series, I'm going one step lower, but I'm sitting taller. It's more practical than a 3 Series. The space is decent too, but it's an AMG, not a true blood AMG, but 300 horsepower and 400 Nm torque. 0 to 100 in what, 5.1 seconds? A35 was 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds. That was bonkers. Then you saw me drive the A6. I also test drove the 530i Sport, I guess. All luxurious cars. I don't know if I can afford. There's a lot of things that are running in my head. First, I need to sell the Elantra, get some money, then figure out the down payment, how much I want to do, and then also financing, the biggest part. What kind of financing? You have banks offering rates up to 6.9%, the lowest, and then you have the OEM's own financing offers where you have lease, you have balloon payments, like where you pay at the last EMI a big amount, or you pay at the end of every year some amount. So there are multiple options to finance, which I'll go into detail once I get the car. But oh boy, it's been one hell of a week. The reason I had only one video last week is because there's a lot running in my head. I've been recording videos, but not to the full extent, because my mind is on what car should I get, how much should I pay, can I afford it, how can I make myself afford it. And being an MBA, I go into an overdrive when I see numbers. So tough process, but I'm enjoying it. It's been stressful. Last 2 days I've been getting up at like sometimes 4 or 5 in the morning because suddenly I get disturbed with something, and then all I can think of is finances and cars. But part of the journey, because this is gonna be the first big luxury sports car that I might take, and the primary purpose for me is I want something fun to drive. That's been like, because maximum another 5-6 years when I would enjoy these cars. After that, a lot of responsibility will come. Biking has already taken a dip. I'll probably be interested in doing only short rides from now on, or we'll ship the bikes and ride locally. So the long rides from Hyderabad are going to come down. They've already come down quite a lot. So it's going to shift to cars, and I want to enjoy for myself, or just for me, my wife, a nice fun sports car. I know to some extent what car that is out of the lot that you heard. A lot running in my head, kind of stressful, but part of the life. This is what you live for. This is the excitement. This is the drama that you live for. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you like this video. And in case you like it, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully the next video should be a delivery video. Let's see. Breathe. It's going to be fine. You're going to manage it. Chalo. Bye-bye. Take care.